I'm with Saleem Anfous from Paidia International Development. Now, Saleem, what is Paidia?
Paidia is an organization that is here in Bethlehem and actually in Beit Sahur. It started in 2007 with our CEO, Eric. He's from the States, who first he was studying here, and then he saw some needs in the country, and that's how he started the organization.
And how was it started? What was the vision behind it?
He saw that there is a lot of need in the youth. We saw because of the conflict that's going on that the youth don't have a clear vision of their future. And with Paidia and its focus on leadership development, we try to guide the youth and adults through experiential learning how to properly be effective in the community and also in themselves.
And what's the mission of the organization?
So the mission of the organization is basically to inspire transformation throughout the Middle East by guiding both Christians and Muslims through experience that educates as well as engage.
And what programs do you do with Paidia?
Right now we have 3 main programs. ESL, English Second Language, is one of them, which actually it will start next month for the very first time. We noticed that with 90% of the economy that is provided in Bethlehem and also in Palestine is coming from foreign aid, there is a lot of help and there's a lot of influence by the English language. English language is important here in Palestine, we noticed. And ESL is a program where we bring a lot of children into the summer camp that will start this summer, where we, through experiential learning as well, we teach them a lot how to communicate with others and teach them English. And the more they practice English with foreigners that will be coming from the United States and from Europe and speaking and communicating with the kids, they would learn more and more how to use their English. That will be for their future benefit.
I guess English now is a global language in some way. The internet is English, so it must be very, very good for the youth to actually learn a language like English.
Yes, that's true, actually.
Yeah. Now, you work with youth. What is the mood of the youth like in the Bethlehem area?
The mood. It's a very interesting question, actually. I would say probably there's different kind of moods. The mood that I probably have been noticing lately is, for some reason, I don't know why, but people are always not satisfied. I notice that the youth are always not satisfied with whatever happens. Yeah.
Do you think that's because, again, internet is very popular and they're maybe seeing Western TV and seeing something better to life, yet really here in Bethlehem they're stuck and they're not getting some of the things that Western nations are getting?
Probably that's one of it. I think, to be honest, also a lot of the internet focus. People are rather sit behind a computer in their house and just use either check Facebook or YouTube or other websites and not do actual activities with other friends outside. And it's sad because, as like for Paidia, one of the programs that we do is Living Branches, and it's a Christian program where we do programs with college students. Right now, we do a once-a-month hike where during that hike, we try to have a topic from the Bible where we talk about, how as Christians we have to implement our faith back in the community, how to be involved and effective back in the community. And the hiking places that we go to, it's beautiful. It's a lot of the youth enjoy it. They've never seen something like this. We go caving. We have caves here in Palestine. We have climbing areas. We have rappelling. We have a lot of activities that they're also the same thing like in the West, but because they don't go out, they miss these things.
Now, there's for Palestinian children and youth, they can't really travel. There is quite a bit of unemployment, and it's difficult to get a job. Is there a feeling of hopelessness here amongst the youth?
There is. Actually, I would say more than 50% there is a lot of hopelessness.
Do a lot of youth feel they just want to leave and go somewhere else like America or Canada or England just for a better life and a better easy life?
Sadly, yes. Yes.
How would you get people to stay here when, rather than actually leave? You can understand why people do leave, but also as well at the same time you want people to stay here. How would you get them to stay here in the land?
Well, as for Paidia, what we do is also another program is called Impact Program, where we bring a lot of youth and also as well adults into programs at our center where we have it at Beit Sahor. And there, one of the programs that we do with the youth and adults is basically communication and leadership, team building, creative thoughts, problem solving. And these help them how to solve any problems, how to build relationships with others in this community. And things like this will help people to discover a lot of new stuff in their country. Like I said earlier, the program Living Branches, where we, through activities like going outside and hiking and experiencing a lot of interesting ways to interact with people, and also meeting other friends. Like we bring people like Christians, and also with other programs, non-Christians. We bring them from Ramallah or from Nablus, from Hebron, other places, and meeting new friends, it builds up this strong relationship and knowing that, I'm not alone suffering in this problem. A brother of mine or a friend of mine, he's actually suffering the same thing, and it kind of encouraged them to find better ways to live in their community.
How do you bring hope to what seems like a hopeless situation?
One of the things I think is unity. Unity will bring a lot of hope. When we talk with each other more and we know and we share each other's struggles, it helps to bring better hope, I guess.
And how do you stay positive when you can struggle with many of the same issues that the youth are struggling with as well? So how do you bring something positive to them when you're struggling yourself?
I think one of the ideas that probably always stuck in my head is, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And yes, we are struggling. Yes, I am struggling. Yes, I always wake up and probably every day I expect that there will be a new struggle that I have to face. But yet, will I accept that struggle to be something that will just maybe destroy me or let me lose hope or even leave the country? Or will that struggle make me strong enough that I actually be afterwards a person that I could be effective and change and help actually a lot of people who probably in the future will struggle like what I did right now?
Youth is the future and the hope of the nation. So why do you do what you do?
I do it for probably a lot of reasons. I don't want to say all of them, but I think one of the reasons is I lived here in Palestine. I'm a Palestinian. I grew up with the struggles like the youth are struggling right now. Thank God I have been guided by friends and through work and through God that how to face my struggles. And my mission now and my purpose now is to basically help youth that are struggling the same way I am struggling, to basically help them with what they're struggling and basically show them what they could do in the future and better to avoid the struggles that I have struggled in.
And what's your prayer for youth here in Palestinian areas?
Main prayer. One of them, actually, I would say, the main prayer I ask people to pray for is for Palestinian youth, basically, to not lose hope, but also justice. To have more compassion and justice, basically just like what Jesus is teaching us about justice and love.
And if there's any youth that are listening that would like to get involved, or anybody in the West would like to know more about your organization, you have a website. What's your website address for people who'd like to know more?
Oh, yeah. Our website address is www.paidia.org.
And how do you spell Paidia?
Paidia.
Okay, Saleem, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.